There you go. Oops, almost got your water bowl. Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Claremont, Florida. I hope you're all having a super fantastic sparkling day. We have had a very windy day today, and the wind was coming from the south, and my entire passenger side of the RV faces south. So we had a bit of rocking and rolling today, and then later in the afternoon it moved around to the west, so it was hitting the back end of the RV. So bit of a windy day today. So how was your day? How did the challenges go for the day? Let's see. Mindset, all about calm. There's a really cool app called Calm. There's a lot of good apps out there for breathing, meditation, all that sort of stuff. I like Calm because it has a really cool little wheel that you watch the breathe in for the count of 4, breathe, hold for 2, and then breathe out for 4. But it was all about just breathing for about 5 to 10 minutes, just taking time just to sit there, concentrating on that breath of air as it comes in, holding it, and then following it as it goes out again, and just being present with that breath of air, with the air as you're breathing it in and out and holding it. And for me, it helps quiet the mind down a little bit, and sometimes solutions pop up, ideas pop up. It's a great creativity tool for me personally. So how did you find that today? Our business one was all about follow-up. Remember, in this morning's one, there is a link there to Follow Up Riches, which is a 4-hour free online workshop taking place on April the 25th to show you how to put a process in place to ensure that you follow up with your clients on a regular basis, because for every month you don't have a contact with a client, you lose 10% of your influence with them. So just keep that in mind. So April 25th, go to followupriches.com. The link is on the video from this morning, and you can sign up there. It's free to go to. It's 4 hours on Saturday the 25th, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific, which would be, is it 3 hours? So 12, was that 3? Yeah, 3 hours. 12 Eastern, right? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, and then your fun one was all about learning something for a new hobby, taking the time that, let's say a hobby that you've had for a while, where you go and learn something new from it, or is there something, a hobby that you've always wanted to try, and now during this downtime that we've all been given, have you gone and done some research on it and learned some more about it to see if it's something you really want to go and try, or have you already got the tools and you actually got to do something with it today? One of the things I like about this time, there's all those times that you just feel so frazzled, and you say, oh, I just wish everything would just stop so I could catch up. That's what we've got right now. Everything's basically stopped, and now you can play catch up. So all that stuff you've wanted to do, the organizing of the cupboards, the spring cleaning, dog just caught my foot with her claws as she was trying to get at her toy under this chair. All that stuff that you wanted to be able to pause so that you could do, are you doing it now? Or are you just bumming around, wearing sweatpants and whatnot? Or are you making use of this time and making it productive? So, actually, I should really do that one for tomorrow morning, but it's okay. We started it. We'll finish it. So make use of this time, because there's a lot of times I know when I used to say to Brad, I said, oh man, I just want everything to stop so I can play catch up. And it was during the times when he was doing cancer treatments and visiting doctors, and it was just one thing after another with medical challenges and all that sort of stuff. And with the stresses that were building up on us, I just wanted everything to stop so I could at least breathe and then just calm down, catch up, and then press the start button again. So right now, we're on pause. So what are you doing during this pause time? So find stuff that you've always wanted to do during this pause time. When you've said, I just wish we could just hit pause for just a day or just a week or whatever, you're in pause time now. So get out there and do what you need to be doing, or the stuff that you wanted to do, if you could just press pause. This is a good chance to reset, to rethink things, to set new goals, to update your vision boards if you use those, to look at your list of dreams that you've always wanted to, things that the someday list, and go figure out when you want to do those someday things. It's just a good time to reset and get moving in, because right now everybody's on pause. So make use of this time. Don't just while it away. I mean, I'm out there. I've been doing a birthday bonanza or a birthday bingo this last week. I'm calling it a birthday bonanza because I've been collecting people's birthdays and updating addresses, reconnecting with people I haven't spoken to for a while, and getting them on my birthday list so that I make sure I don't miss their birthdays and can send them a birthday card. And it's not just once a year; they'll be hearing from me with that birthday bonanza process. So, take time to do stuff like that. When was the last time you connected with some, friends? I mean, I've been connecting with friends from back in my days in Virginia, which has been awesome because there's some people back there that I haven't spoken to for a while and we've reconnected again. I've been reconnecting with people back in New Zealand as well. So it's been, you stop. Now she's licking my toes. That tickles. No. Look at this face. She just got told no. That's her look. What's no? Sweet girl. All of a sudden she's energetic. She's been sleeping basically all day, and all of a sudden she's energetic. But take time to reconnect with people that you haven't spoken to for a while. Just pick up the phone and say hi. Get on a Zoom call, get on a duo call, a Skype, but whatever it is, however you communicate, get on whatever it is. And just talk to people, reconnect with them, send them a Facebook message. Hi, how are you? Haven't spoken to you for a while. Let's catch up. So make the use of this time. So I'm doing a birthday bonanza to reconnect with some people, check on their addresses, make sure they're okay. Those that I don't have birthdays for, I'm asking them for their birthdays so I can make sure they get on my birthday list. So if you're not on my birthday list, let me know. And for those of you who... let's see, some of you I've sent messages saying, hey, I need your latest information, or I'm doing this, and I've sent you a link that's called receivebirthaygifts.com. So if you have a message that says receivebirthaygifts.com, it is not spam. It is not spam, but if it says receivebirthaygifts.com, that is a link that I did actually send to you. So it's not spam. Please respond. If you've got those ones. And then this little monkey today, she got up this morning, she got her toys out like she normally does, or just this one toy, and it's this alligator thing that crinkles. And she had actually taken it into the bedroom. She likes to take a toy into the bedroom and lay on the bed and chomp on her toy, or play chase with her toy while I get showered and dressed and all that sort of stuff in the morning. And so she had this crinkled toy up there, and she left it in the bedroom when I came out to put my shoes on and stuff. And then I told her, okay, it's time to go for a walk. She suddenly gets up, runs into the bedroom, gets this crinkled toy, brings it out and lays it across the corner of her toy box. I was like shocked because we haven't even started training her to put her toys back in her box. But every night before we go to bed, I walk around, I pick up all of her toys and put them away. If we're heading out, I walk around, I pick up all of her toys, put them away. So she's constantly watching me do this. And for the first time today, with no training, no direct training, indirect training by her watching, but with no direct training, she actually did it herself. So very proud puppy mama moment, that one. And she got lots of praise over it. And she's just like looking at me like, what the heck? And then we went off for a really nice walk. She started really tugging on her leash today. And I just stood there and went, nope. I just planted my feet and went, we're not going anywhere until you loosen that leash. And so when I've done that in the past, there's been times with the training, what I would do is I would just turn around and start walking the opposite direction and make sure she goes on the outside of me. So she's doing this big loop and then walk about 4 or 5 paces in the opposite direction, then turn back around and come back the way we wanted. And then she comes back by side and she starts walking nicely. And it got to the point where I thought, well, I'm going to see what happens if I just stop. So I would just stop, and she stops and she stands there. She looks at me. She looks straight ahead, and then she walks in this big loop around me to come back around the other side and carry on walking. So she learns. She does learn. She's a very smart dog. So we learned all that, and by the time we got to Vicky's this morning, she was really tugging on the leash because she loves going over to Vicky's, and she kind of like bunny hops. She's got this full tension on the leash, and she's trying to bunny hop across to where Vicky was standing, and but she didn't do as much digging today. She only dug a little bit, but she was more interested in picking up sticks and branches and chomping on those today than she was digging. We easily got her little hole filled back and no problem at all, because she didn't even really get into the digging like she has the last few days, where she gets in there and she really goes for it and she's flicking that dirt back. She was just like moving the dirt up to her back feet and then just laying on it. Crazy dog. And when I got back here, she just went, had some breakfast, had some water, and walked into a crate and basically stayed there for the rest of the morning. And we went and we emptied the tanks today, so she came out with me, and I had her hooked up on the tow bar. There's these little pieces off to the side for whatever's got to get hooked up to those things. Shows you how much I know about towing. These is like these D things that hang off the side there that are like welded to the where the tow bar piece goes in, tow ball goes in. And so I have a carabiner thing that I just hook over that with her leash. And so she decided she's going to do just a little bit of digging back then. And she just gave herself, she tipped over the whole entire box. But she was just wandering around there while I emptied the tanks and filled up the freshwater tank. Because I keep the freshwater tank full because that's a good one for the shower, because the pressure is a lot better than if we just have it coming off what we call the city water. So I get better pressure coming out of the water tank, and that needed filling too. So we got that done, and then it was like, I gotta go do grocery shopping, and it's like, no, I just don't have the mentality. I didn't have the mentality today to go grocery shopping. I need fresh fruits and vegetables. I know that much. I know I need to get fresh fruits and vegetables. So I'll go try tomorrow. And I found that there's another Walmart. There's a Walmart down south of me that way, and it's about like 5 minutes down the road. But they never have the RV toilet paper, and it doesn't matter what time of the day I go, they don't have it. But according to Walmart to the Walmart website, the one that's 20 minutes in the north direction, they have it in stock. So I'm going to have a look again tomorrow on their website to see if they have it, and they have the 8-pack in stock according to their thing. We shall see. But I'm going to go try that Walmart tomorrow and see if they've got it, and do some grocery shopping while I'm there, and then come straight back to the RV. And so I'll do that tomorrow morning. But apart from that, it's been an awesome day. Got some work done on my new project, which I can't talk about just yet. Did some research on that, and I'm doing the board certification, so did some more research on that. What else did I do today? My birthday bonanza, got a lot of work done on that, because we had until 5 p.m. Pacific to get our bingo cards filled out and sent in, and I got 3 bingo cards filled out and sent in. So that's, I think it's a 70, I've added 79 new people to my birthday bonanza. So that's how many people I've been contacting over the last week, which has been awesome. And so I got that done, and then I got some work done for the Polka Dot Diamond Group that I belong to. So it's a network group I belong to, Polka Dots, and so I got that done. And then it got to the point where we had to, when we went outside, I was like, because the wind was blowing and you could see the dust, because right across from me is a construction site where they're adding in 167 new sites. And today they've got a whole area where there's been roads put in. They've got the concrete pads down on some of them, and others they've been pouring new pads today, because they had the pump trucks in there. You can see them over there pouring it. But then over this side, they were ripping up some trees to make way for new roads and new sites to go in. And there was dust galore, because the winds were like 20 miles an hour. So I didn't have the awning out today, because it would have just been don't want to ruin my awning. And whenever I looked out the window, it was just this massive dust cloud. And of course, when I have to go out and empty the tanks, I was like, I don't want to. So I suddenly remember, what can I do? Because the allergies is just like off the chart at the moment. And I suddenly remembered, hang on. And I went and dug in my thing, and I found my Breathe oil. This is a combination of oils that I just put a drop just here by the opening around the nose here, and it helps with there. So I just had to remember to keep my mouth closed and breathe in through my nose, and that helped a lot. Because a lot of times when I step outside and it's blowing, my whole throat area is getting really, really dry with the allergies, and it makes it hard to breathe. And then of course I start coughing and sneezing and all of that sort of stuff, and people are like looking at me like crossing, well, we're not going in that direction. And but that helped me a lot today, and I thought, why didn't I think of this earlier? And I've got my shawl thing that I'm going to wrap around my face when I go into Walmart tomorrow, and I've got my gloves, so I'm prepared, ready to go, masks on, and so I don't have any masks. So yeah, but that's it from us for today. Hope you've had a super fantastic sparkling day. Remember, we are currently on pause. What's all that stuff you've wanted to do where you've turned around and just said, I just wish the world would stop so I can catch up, or I can get this done, I can get that done. You're on pause right now. Get it done. Get it done. Stop moaning about the fact that you can't go out and about. I'm missing hugs. One of my strong love languages is physical touch. So poor Zeffy here is getting lots and lots of hugs right now, since I can't get human hugs. So I can't get that physical contact with humans. So she's getting lots of hugs and scratches and loving right now, and she seems to enjoy it. But who knows? She's a dog. She just gets loved on. She's getting lots of love on. So I can't wait for the day when I can actually go and hug somebody again. That would be awesome. I'm waiting for that day. So yeah, I'm missing the human connection side of things, the physical human connection side of things. I am missing that portion, being able to give somebody a hug, meet somebody, shake their hand, because I'm meeting so many people in here, but I can't shake their hand or I can't give them a hug. So it's that's a real struggle for me right now, is not being able to, I go to shake their hand, I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't give them a hug. So that's the part that I'm struggling with the most during this whole thing. So I'm keeping myself occupied by doing all that pause stuff where I wanted the world to pause so I could catch up. So I'm using it to be creative, looking at new business ideas, putting out new business plans, working on my birthday bonanza, getting that up and running. Well, it's already up and running because I know people have already got their birthday stuff out of it, because I'm getting messages from them. And so I've definitely got plenty to keep my time occupied, and it's just going to be very interesting to see what happens when when restrictions start to be lifted. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, and I know I'm definitely going to be looking forward to getting hugs and shaking people's hands and going back to that. So anyway, that's it from me. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening. I'm off to play with the dog because she desperately wants somebody to throw things for her. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow morning with your challenges for the day. Hei konera!